Excel 2003 won't install on all systems. Starting with this product line, in fact, your choices for which operating system to use, for example, are somewhat curtailed. You must meet these minimum system requirements to install and to run Excel. Exceeding these system requirements is fine, because these are minimums. For example, the more memory you have, often the better it will be for you. These minimum system requirements are an operating system that includes Windows 2000, and this needs to have Service Pack 3 applied, or Windows XP, or Windows Server 2003. You need to have a computer that has a Pentium 233 MHz CPU or better. A Pentium 3 is really recommended, and a Pentium 4 is great. A Celeron, an IBM Celeron, or an AMD Duron or Opteron or something like that that meets and exceeds those requirements is fine too. For memory, you need to have 128 megabytes or more installed. 256 megabytes is better, especially if you're going to work with a lot of large Excel files or work with a lot of different applications open on your desktop at once. For disk space, you need to have at least 150 megabytes minimum, with another 200 megabytes required for optional components. You need a CD or DVD drive, and that's a pretty standard issue in almost every computer setup these days. You also need an 800 by 600 Super VGA display. And you should have Internet access. While Internet access isn't absolutely required, it's really useful in various areas of Microsoft Office Online when you need to consult with kind of the equivalent of the mothership on the Internet so that you can check information and run tutorials and get additional help through Excel. Now, the reason we're open to the Windows desktop rather than to Excel is that I want to show you how to check for your specifics about your computer. To do this, we'll go to Windows Start. We'll select Control Panel. We're going to double-click on the System icon. Now you'll notice there are several tabs here, but under the General tab you're going to find the basic information you need. The System tells you that I'm running, for example, Microsoft Windows XP Professional. That's fine, and it's one of the 3 that will be allowed to be used for Excel 2003 installation. And it tells me that I've got an Intel Celeron CPU operating at 1400 megahertz, which is well above what's needed, which translates also into 1.4 gigahertz. And then I've got 256 meg of RAM installed. Be sure to check your system properties under the General tab to make certain that your system meets these qualifications. And if you have any questions about your display, click on the Display icon in Control Panel. Go to the Settings tab, and this should basically tell you that you've got an 800 by 600. Super VGA has been around for a long time, so I can't think of any modern video adapters that would give you less than that today, but just to make certain that your video needs are taken care of as well. So let's move on from there.